Okay. What was the question?
What pushed you? What was it? If it was a specific event, whatever it was, what pushed you to become MVP? What did you do? We want to know what the winning mindset was. What was the event? You tell us all.
Okay. Well, many of you may or may not know, I come from a corporate background, right? Sales, 18 years in sales. I really thought I had a good job. I really thought I had a good career because, I was making six figures back then, right? And I traveled the world. I stayed in a lot of our upscale hotel, palaces, 5-star, different parts of Europe, because my job was to go to these Fortune 500 companies, negotiate deals with them to get them to have their employees, like, I don't know, Microsoft, Google, like major companies, all Fortune 500, get them to contract with Starwood Hotels. And Starwood has a lot of brands. They have Westin, Four Points, Sheraton, you name it. So because we have hotels globally, my job was to really go there and pitch to them always on why they should contract with us. So whenever they have their team meetings or whatever they're doing, they would stay at our hotels. Great career, great job, got the corner office, traveling all over. And because it's sales, they're constantly training us on how to sell. So I thought I was doing good, right? But then I come to WFG and I go to my very first convention, I would never forget, and I see Dr. Dali Amaya. Now, I'm also a professor. I'm teaching part-time. I'm doing my career thing in the hotel. And I see this lady up on stage, and even though she's not black, she's, Hispanic. And the thing that she said on stage is, even though she's a Harvard professor in economics, right, has a real estate practice making millions of dollars, she still saw a better opportunity with WFG. And I'm like, I don't even have all this stuff. So if she's doing this, and then on top of it, because of what she's been learning in WFG, she was able to talk to Harvard and now create a mandatory program where the people or the students or the kids, they have to learn about finance because no school is mandating finance. So when I saw somebody else who has accomplished so much more and is doing so much, that was an indication and confirmation that this is really something good. And if she's a Harvard professor, accumulated so much more wealth, and is doing this, then I got to start taking this serious. So what I decided to do now is start attacking the school that I teach. Start talking to the faculty. Hey, how come we don't have a personal financial class? I know it's not mandatory, but can I do something? And guess what? They listen to me and they give me a pilot program. They said, you create your own program. We're going to run it and we're going to see how many students are going to sign up. Boy, we had like 20 people sign up, right? It was an evening class. And out of the 20, about 15 of them were senior citizens. I was like, why they here? Like, they already retired. They got their life. They're enjoying their free time with their grandkids. Boy, I was so wrong. They were not there because they got free time. They were there because even though they're retired, they're broke. They're on limited income. And they're trying to see what they can learn now to stretch the little money that they have even in retirement. And the sad part, more of them, when I asked them, what did you do in your working years when you were young? They all had amazing careers. They had good jobs, good pension plan, good program, but yet still it wasn't enough to live off of where they are today. And out of them, about 2 of them own their house. So it clearly tells us that there's a major disconnection or breakdown when it comes to teaching people about personal finance. How you got a great career, you had good money, good income, you saved up, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck, and they're broke in their retirement, and they're living on whatever little income, their social, their pension, which was clearly not enough. I don't ever want to be like that. And I don't ever want people that I know or as much families to end up to be that way. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, but we got to know this information. So for me, I am like, I will never, ever, ever do anything else. I am sold out to WBG. I've planted my flag. Even though I teach at, St. John University, I'm constantly asking them to give me, get me to speak in front of more people. Like, my 2 classes is great, but on campuses, there's so many things always going on. I'm trying to fit myself into anything to get the word out. So because I know firsthand how this information can change people's trajectory, like it's like we have the cure for financial cancer. People don't know this information. Now, yes, in the beginning, I wasn't like this, but why I got to this stage, I promise you, invest in yourself. Even when you're not making money. I hate when people say, I can't go on I can't take a convention. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. My job is not letting me go. All those things will keep you exactly where you are. It has done it for 20, 30 years, and it's going to keep you right where you are for the next 20, 30 years. We got to break the cycle. Because if we've been doing that for the last 20, 30 years, and this is where we are, like, what make you think it's going to be different? So I invested. Because I had a job, I took my job money. I bought a plane ticket. I went to every convention. Why not? And every convention I went on, it's like you have a plant or you have a seed and you keep pouring dirt on it. You keep pouring dirt. You keep pouring dirt. And it's just sprucing up. So every convention builds me. Because every time I went, I heard something that I never heard before. And there's magic being in the room. The energy is different. You can never, ever, ever experience this being in your house, being in Brooklyn, being on a Zoom. When I go to conventions and I come back to Brooklyn, I'm depressed. I'm like, this is my surrounding, this neighborhood, this house that I'm in. Because when you go there, it just opens up your mind. When you see how people are living, what they're thinking, you gotta change. I heard someone say, when you go to convention, it's like a rubber band. Once it's stretched, it never goes back to the original size. So every convention, you have got to push yourself to go. I don't care if you tell me, you know what, I got a job and my job is not letting me. If you know, because I said this the other day, back in my party days, if there was a carnival in Miami and I know my job is not going to give me time off, I'm not asking. I'm going to work, I'm doing my stuff, and then Friday I'm calling out sick. I'm on that plane to Miami. I'm on that plane to Canada. I'm on that plane somewhere. I'm doing all my work, and I'm making sure everything is good. And Friday they're going to get a call from me saying I'm sick, or, well, I don't have kids. So I couldn't blame them and say my kids are sick. But all of you that got kids, you can say, you know what? Yesterday I had an appointment with a guy. He called me. He said, you know what? My son is not feeling good. I have to go to the school and pick him up. What am I going to say? Okay, go take your little ones, right? Go take your little ones. So for the folks who like to say, I got a job, I can't take time off, that is BS. How bad do you want to win? How bad do you want to change your life? And for people who have kids, they should want it even more than me, because I don't have any kids and I go hard. I was on Zoom like 11 o'clock last night with my nephew, making sure he's studying all the chapters, making sure that, because he's going to be taking a test online, making sure that he checks his computer to test the system to make sure his computer's compatible. I'm going. And all it takes is one person in the family, guys. It's one person in the family. Will you be that one person in your family? One person. It's every family has one person that's gonna change everybody else's life. Every family has one person. I know without a shadow of a doubt, not only I'm that person for my bloodline, my siblings, I'm that person for their kids. I'm that person for the people before me, my aunts and uncles. Because guess what? When I speak and I tell my uncle or my auntie, this is what you need to do for your finance, they don't know better. They teachers too, but they don't have this knowledge. Guys, all it takes is one person, and every one of you on this Zoom is that person. You're already chosen. It's already on your life. It's already on your calling. You just got to activate it. It's a blessing to everybody who gets an opportunity to even heard or know anything about WFG. There's so many people who will never hear about this, and I'm forever grateful to Angel for coming to my school. Even though he saw me and probably could have said, you know what, she's a teacher, she got a good career, she's not going to listen to me. He still approached me. Forever grateful. There's a lot of people that will never get to even hear about WFG. No, let's change that, people. And like I said, every family has one person. Will you be that one person? Just go for it. You have nothing to lose. No job is going to fire you if you take a day off. You could be sick. Your child could be sick. You could have an emergency. Because I promise you, when they're ready to fire you or let your ass go, they're not going to think personal. They're going to do whatever they got to do for the bottom line. And I saw that happen multiple times in corporate America. Every time my hotels got a new owner, myself and the GM, we were the first two people to go. We were cut. We were cut with no explanation. We were cut without even saying, thank you for doing a great job. You brought our hotels. You made millions for us. No, we were cut with no explanation. We got new owners, new chief, new people in town. We bring in our own DOS. We bring in our own VP of sales. Goodbye. Goodbye. So you know what that taught me? Never be loyal to these suckers. I got to go build my own stuff. Because when I was in corporate America, I'm the faithful employee that was coming first and leaving last. I was in my hotel until 10, 11 p.m., y'all. 10, 11 p.m. working, making millions. I saw millions for people, but I didn't saw millions for myself. Now I get to see that I can make millions for myself. This is a tool, and this license and this knowledge is not only going to change your life, it's going to change so many other people's life that you probably will never get to meet. Yesterday, I got 4 referrals. I don't know these people. I never met them. Connecticut, PA, and Georgia, I don't know them. But guess what? The one person that I helped, she put me in touch with 4 other people. And those 4 other people, one is Guyanese. She has a license. She does, oh my God, not life and health, adjuster's license. So guess what? I'm talking to her now to come to WFG. Whether she comes or not, I'm going to help her, right? So guys, all it takes is one person. Maybe you're not there yet mentally, because I wasn't there mentally either when I first started this business. But you know what built me? I kept going to conventions after conventions. I invested even when I was not making money. I had a job. I put on my credit card. And because I have a license, if I know I got a trip coming up, I put it on my credit card. I go sell 1 or 2 policy, pay off my credit card. There is no excuse when it comes to money. We've been talking about convention for months, and we still got 2 months to go. Go sell 1 IUL. 1 IUL. Pay for your convention tickets. Go sell another IUL, or 2 or 3, right? Now that's going to be, because right now we don't have to pay for the hotel. All we got to do is reserve it. And guess what? When I first started WFG, 3, 4 of us was in a room. I didn't care. Because you know what I was told? We're going to be up 6 o'clock in the morning and we coming back to the room 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. We're there to learn. Not to be on a vacation chilling in the room. We're there to learn. Today, I could afford to stay in the room by myself. But back then, I understand you got to make sacrifices in the beginning. So I put myself in a room. I learned what I needed to learn. I made the investment. And even to today, when we went to Jamaica early this year, I was scheduled to teach the first day of school. I'm not just telling you guys this. I'm still doing it. The first day in January, the first Wednesday I had to teach. First day in school. But you know what? I reached out to my dean and I said, I have a major conference and I have to be out of the country. Can I teach virtually just for that one day? And for the remaining semester, I'm going to be in person. She said yes. If she had said no, then guess what? I would have go talk to some other teacher to see if they can take my class. Or if I knew she would say no, because some of you, you know who you're working with. You know the kind of employee you have. If you know they're going to say no, don't even ask. Don't even ask, right? Make sure you do your work. We all have a friend at our job that we're close with and give them the heads up. Hey, listen, this day I'm going to be out. Can you cover for me? Winners find a way. Winners find a way. So find a way to go to convention. Because by you not going, I promise you, you're going to lose more. You're going to stay right where you are because you're not in the room. You're not in the environment. There's magic at these events. And most importantly, you're not going to get the information. Because there's things that are being said at convention that is not being said on Zoom. When we went to X-Wave retreat, some of the things those people said, we were able to implement it right away. Right away we implemented it because we got the info. If we didn't go to convention, we wouldn't have known it. If we didn't go to X-Wave retreat, we wouldn't have known it. So get into these smaller meetings and these trips and these events, you're gonna get information that you're not gonna get on these day-to-day training. So guys, every one of you have a calling on your life. You are the chosen one for your family. This is the vehicle. It's not your job. Please, 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 let that sink in your brain. Your job is not going to be the one to set you free. Your job is not going to be, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Because there's people with PhD and doctors and they already figured this out. That's why they're in WFG. Your job is not, take it from somebody who's a professor. They will never pay me $1 million. Never, ever, ever. My dean doesn't even make $1 million. So why am I going to go that path for the next 20, 30 years and I will never make $1 million? Now, some people say it's not about the money. Well, guess what? When you don't have it, it's everything. When you don't have money, it means everything. And the more money you have, if you're a good person, more people you will bless. I love giving away money. I love when I go to Guyana and I see a random person just begging or somebody just come up selling something. I would just buy it. I don't need it. I'm just buying it just to help them. WFG changed my life and my nieces and nephew life. My nieces and nephew life. For their birthday, you know what I give them for their birthday? I put money in their IUL because now I know better. When my first nephew was born, I got him a oh my God, it's not a CD, it's a bond. Because I didn't know better. I got him a stupid saving bond. Like, what is the interest in a saving bond? But I didn't know better. I was happy to do something for him. Ask me where the bond is now. We don't even know, right? We don't even know where the stupid bond is. We don't even know how much money it has inside. It's a saving bond. Now today, every family that born in my family, you know what? They come to me. Oh, Dada, let's get an IUL on little Jay-Z. Let's get an IUL on Ravi. They come to me now because they get it. So you are going to be the person too in your family. Stick with it. Do not give up. Come to every training Attend every convention, even if you're not making money. Don't let the money fool you. Don't let the money fool you. You can do it. If you got a job, you can budget yourself. And the fact that you guys have a license, that's not even a question. Go sell a policy this week. Go sell an Everest this week. Go sell an IUL this week. If you don't know how to do it, set up the appointment. Master setting up the appointment and put the people in front of us, your trainers. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Master setting up appointments and shut up. Bring the people to us. 3 o'clock, I have a meeting with Danette. She shared one of my live, me talking about, I don't know, some 401k stuff. We have a 3 o'clock today. All she did was share my live. That's all she did. She shared my live. Somebody watched it. And the next thing you know, they have questions. She don't know how to answer it. Or maybe she does, but she don't want to mess it up. So guess what? 3 o'clock we working. 3 o'clock we making money. Okay? Because we closing them. Oh, we closing them. My closing ratio is 9 out of 10. We closing you. Right? Especially if you got a life insurance, we closing you because it's not an IUL. So in closing, come to every training, go to the convention. Two obstacles people always say in this business. I can't get time off from my job. That's BS because they'll fire you in a heartbeat. They'll probably fire you before convention, right? These companies are not loyal, and I don't have money. That's BS too because you got a job. Put it on your credit card. Go sell a policy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, right? So it's like we could get it done, guys. Let's get it done because if you really want to change your life, this is definitely the vehicle. So you just got to be hungry and you have it all. Let's work the business, y'all.
Odetta King, Beast from the East. And she says it too. She says it the way it needs to be said. I'm gonna share one more thing with you guys.